Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2022 Hyundai Venue Limited. Up front is a 1.6 liter inline 4, and down below is a CVT. Now I am super excited to be making this video here today because I've actually driven a 2022 Hyundai Venue Limited before. Now that one was white, this one was red, but that's the major difference. However, I wanted to make this video because I think it's always good to sort of revisit vehicles and see how maybe their perception has changed over time and just reintroduce myself to the Venue. It's been a couple of years since I've driven one, so I'm excited to share this one with you here today. But if you would like to submit your own vehicle and have it reviewed here on the channel, you can head on over to my website, zackpradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form. It takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. And if you'd like to see all my videos weeks or sometimes months in advance, you can head on over to my Patreon for only $5 a month. But let's get back to that 1.6 liter under the hood. It is absolutely nothing special. However, that was kind of the point of the Hyundai Venue. They wanted this to be Hyundai's entry-level vehicle, and it does that pretty well. It's not fast, it's not fun to drive, but it does in fact propel the vehicle forward, and some days that's all I can ask out of an economy car like this. Like I said, paired to it is a CVT, and again, I don't overly love this. However, it does the job. Around town, it's not very droney. It will fake shift, so it'll try to appease you in that way. But don't expect the world out of this car. It has a pretty forgettable driving experience, but again, that was kind of the goal. Last but not least about the drivetrain, it of course is front-wheel drive. So how does it feel to drive the Hyundai Venue? Well, I think the biggest thing is not actually how it drives, but getting in and out. It has a nice ride height. Definitely think like Scion XB. In terms of that, it's easier to get in and out of than like a low-slung sedan. And so you sit up a little bit higher. I like that a lot. Driving feel is incredibly numb. It has almost no redeeming qualities. Picture the most average basic driving experience. There you go. You're thinking about the Hyundai Venue. Visibility is good. It has relatively thin A-pillars, especially comparatively to other modern cars. So I guess I'll take that as a win. Here we go. The acceleration test no one asked for. And no one will ask for again. With that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have 4 gauges and a screen. Off to the left is my tachometer and coolant temperature, and off to the right is the speedometer and fuel. We also do get some information in the center. Really like to see this. And moving on to the steering wheel, off to the left, we do have our volume and skip track mode, voice commands, and phone options. And off to the right, we have our information screen and cruise control. Off to the left, we do get a climate vent and our gauge dimmer switch, along with lane keep assist and traction control off. Moving out of the door, we have the latch to get in and out, power mirrors, power locks, and power windows. Moving into the center, we get our infotainment display. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, has a relatively clear backup camera. And it does have things like Hyundai Pay and valet mode and things like that, but again, uneventful. Down below, we do have physical buttons. I do like seeing this for sure for the radio, media, seek track, navigation, things like that. Hazard switch, and then our climate controls. We have single zone climate, so no dual zone here in the Venue, even up at the Limited. And the center isn't a dial. It's actually just a little readout telling you the temperature. I'm not sure if this was other things in other cars, but kind of a large display of temperature for seemingly no reason. Then we do get 2 USB-A's as well as a 12-volt outlet, a little cubby, and the shifter. The shifter is, again, nothing special. A seemingly running theme here with the Hyundai Venue. But we do have heated seats. That's a nice limited option. And we have our drive modes. So we do have sport, snow, and normal. And yes, that acceleration test was in sport. Then we do have cup holders. We'll do a big freaking bottle test. It fails. Wah, wah, wah. If you're curious about what a big freaking bottle test would have been like in the 1966 Batman TV show, it would have been this. And then we have a center console, nothing too crazy. We have cloth seats. They are heated. However, they are still manual. So non-power seats, but heated seats. So I'll take what I can get. Speaking of seats, we have back seats. Let's go do it. I'm in the back of a Hyundai Venue Limited from 2022. There are seats back here. There's a headliner up above me. There's a grab handle and a light. It's incandescent. Would have loved LED. I don't get a center console. The seats are like half pleather, half cloth, half whatever. My knees are touching the seat in front of me, but you know, the driver could be nicer and adjust and things like that. It's not the end of the world. It is a back seat. It is a functional back seat. I'm 5'11", not a small guy, and I do fit back here. Is this where I would want to spend my days and weeks? No, but it works. If you have to drive other people around, you can do it in a Hyundai Venue, in case that was ever a question. Let's talk about the trunk. Right around the back of the Hyundai Venue, we do have a little button in here. However, no power operated tailgate, but it is a very, very light tailgate, so I don't think you should have too much of a problem. Once we are back here, we do get a nice privacy cover, and that's about it. We don't have anything stellar, nothing to write home about. We can lift this up down here, and we do have some added storage, but that's it. It does have a decently sizable trunk. You know, you're going to be able to fit all your groceries in here and things like that. I don't know if this is particularly the car that I would use to move apartments, but, you know, that's what U-Haul's for. So there you go. That is the trunk space of the 2022 Hyundai Venue Limited. Now we got to talk about the looks, and I actually quite like the look of the Venue. I think it looks decent. I don't know why. It makes me think of the Hulk, like from the Marvel comics. I don't know why. I have no reasoning. Hey, look, there's a green one. A little bit more interesting of a color. But it's in an interesting color. I like the red paint. I think it's handsome enough, and it does the job that I want it to do, so I won't complain. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving another 2022 Hyundai Venue Limited? Well, I can't say that I'm overjoyed by this. This isn't the highlight of the week. It's not even the highlight of today. But that's fine. Here's the thing. Not every car has to be the star of the show. Now, odds are if you're looking up car reviews on YouTube, you probably like cars, and cars are a big part of your life, as they are in mine. And so I like fun and interesting cars. I live off of it. I live for it. And so the Hyundai Venue isn't one of those. It's not a car that I'm going to love. It's not a car that I'm going to print out a poster of and hang it next to the Murcielago poster and my Kate Upton poster. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to put one of these in my room. But I feel like car people often forget that there are people that are non-car people in this world that still need a means of transportation. And that's what the Venue is very, very good at. If you're a delivery nurse that works long shifts, you're not worried about turbochargers and manual transmissions and JDM street cred. So you should buy a Venue. If you're a line cook or an Amazon worker or any normal job, this is a decent car for you. It's gonna get you to and from said job. When you hit the button, the car's gonna turn on. And if you want heated seats, you can have heated seats. And the Venues were really, really affordable. You got some good options for that price tag. And so, while I don't love this car, and maybe I poked fun at this car a little bit too much, I don't think it's a bad car, and I understand the purpose in which this car serves. This is transportation for people that have other things going on. And to help out, it has good cargo space. Has 4 doors and 4 seats. It's not a coupe. Easy to get in and out of, or at least easier to get in and out of than a Corolla or a Civic. So no, you won't find this on the Shooting Cars top 10 cars of the year. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Carl for letting me borrow his Hyundai Venue for today's video. Carl's been absolutely awesome to work with. I have filmed countless numbers of his vehicles. This is one of his latest acquisitions, and I appreciate him letting me take it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.